Greetings to our Cedar Run family and to anyone watching this video, coming to you from the comfort of my home. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Pastor David Morris of Cedar Run Community Church. And I wish all of you were here in this room with me right now, but that might be a bit crowded. So I'll have to be satisfied that I can still encourage you as you sit around your dining room table or in your family room or wherever you might be right now. Although we as a church are not able to meet together at the present, that does not mean we have ceased to exist. Our Run Kids ministry, our student ministry, our office staff, myself as your pastor, we are here for you, and you just need to let us know whatever you need. We can't meet together on Sundays. We're currently planned to be closed through at least Sunday, April 26th. But thanks to the wonderful tech team that's been working so hard, we are able now to do services online, and we'll be online for you this coming Sunday. I also want to thank those who are continuing to give financially during this time. I know some of you have faced some tough financial happenings just in the last week or so, and maybe you can't. But that's okay, because it creates the opportunity for those who can to perhaps carry an even greater load as we model the New Testament church. It was written about that church in Acts 2, verses 44 and 45. And all those who would believe were together, and all had things in common. And they began selling their property and their possessions, and were sharing them with all, as anyone might have need. It was a glorious thing. So now to my word for this morning. And this is meant particularly to those of you who are hurting. Perhaps you've been furloughed or laid off, or whatever they might call it. It has left you wondering, how am I going to make financial ends meet? My advice to you is simply this. Talk to God about it. Don't tell him what you think he wants to hear. Pour out to him the honest feelings of your heart. It is okay to say, Lord, I'm a bit anxious right now. In fact, Lord, I'm downright scared. My concern is that in the church sometimes we think the way a good Christian should behave or should respond to adversity is to act as if it does not affect them at all, even when that is not the reality. Perhaps the most read book in the Bible is the book of Psalms. Prayers to God that if you read all of them, you will discover there are many that go under the genre of Psalms of lament. Why, God? How long, God? Where are you in the midst of this, God? Anybody listen to me right now can relate to any of that? Or how about the psalmist in 44:24? Why do you hide your face and forget our misery and oppression? Friends, what psalms like that teach me is this. God understands that in our humanness, even though our mind should tell us he has not, he will not ever forsake us, our emotions sometimes become disconnected from the truths that our minds are telling us. And the primary thing God wants from us in our prayers is honesty, that we share our unvarnished fear, hurt, anger with him. I mean, come on. It's not like he doesn't know it, right? It's not like we're fooling him when we try to hide it. God doesn't want us to patronize him. Any parents here? If your child is hurting, what do you want from them? To tell you that they're doing great, even when you know they're not? You want them to tell you honestly what they're feeling so that you can come alongside of them and help them to walk through their hurts and their fears. And God wants to do the same for you. Friends, we follow an incredible God, one who was secure enough to give us the choice to accept his gift of sending his only son to die on a cross to pay the penalty for our sin, and to thereby provide each of us the amazing opportunity to enter into a deep and intimate personal relationship with him, or to reject his gift and that amazing opportunity. And this same incredible God also wants you to share with him all of your emotions, even when they are a bit raw, and perhaps even for a moment, question his ultimate goodness. We do not follow an insecure God, but one who is totally secure in his goodness, in his power, and in his love for you. So he can handle it when you and I struggle with the challenges that come our way in this world. So today, whatever fears you have, whatever hurts, give them to God. Whatever tears you need to shed, shed them, because he is a God who will one day, as it says in Revelations 21:4, will wipe away every tear you might ever cry in this world. And after you've spoken to God about what you are feeling, share your fears with others in the church, because that is what the church is to be about. None of us are perfect. We all struggle at times, and the role we should play for each other was set out simply by Paul in a letter he wrote to the church at Rome in Romans 12:15. Rejoice with those who rejoice, mourn with those who mourn. Or another way to put it, struggle with those when they struggle. So remember, we are all in this together, my friends. I hope to see you again Sunday. But in the meantime, let's be honest with God and with each other as we lean in together to the words the Apostle Paul wrote to the church in Ephesus in chapter 3, verse 20. Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than we ask or imagine according to his power that is at work within us. Now we will close this midweek motivation time with a short video that I hope will encourage you as it did me. God bless you.